Please be seated. President Alexander, Provost Gould, distinguished guests, faculty and staff colleagues, alumni and friends, ladies and gentlemen. As Interim Dean of the College of Business Administration, I want to welcome all of you to the 59th Annual Commencement Ceremony of California State University, Long Beach. This ceremony is not only a tribute to you, our degree candidates, but also to your family and loved ones. As you are about to leave the college, of which you have been a part for several years, I'd like to tell you something about the college. You are graduating from a College of Business Administration that has been professionally accredited since 1971, when less than 20% of business schools in the nation had that distinction. You have received an education from one of the finest faculties, a faculty that has cared for your learning and for you as individuals. You have been taught not only to be experts in your chosen field of study, but also to be ethically and socially responsible global citizens. Your program of study was rigorous and current. Theory and practice have been the hallmark of your education. You have been trained in all relevant subject matters: technology, globalization, ethics, diversity, and human respect. Both full-time and part-time faculty members brought real-world experiences to your classrooms. We prepared you well for the real world of business. You are tomorrow's business leaders. The fine education that you have received was made possible through the generous support of many graduates who walked this platform before you. In order for us to continue to provide the same or better education to the future students of the college, we need your support. Please remember your alma mater after you have left the CSULB campus. While your primary interactions have been with the faculty of the college, please do not forget the support and help you got from many staff members. They have contributed their time and effort to help ensure your success during your stay in the College of Business. On May 14th, the College of Business Administration held its honors and awards banquet, at which we recognize outstanding graduates, other award winners, and scholarship recipients. Their honors, achievements, and distinctions are listed in the commencement program. At this time, I'm honored to introduce the members of the university community who have joined me on the platform today. Please hold your applause until the entire platform party has been introduced. To my right in the front row, F. King Alexander, President of the University; Karen Gould, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs; Arthur Levine, Professor of Business Law and Grand Marshal. To my left in the front row, James Eaton, 2006 College of Business Admission Distinguished Alumnus; Mary Olfenberger, Associate Dean of the College of Business Administration; Philip Chong, Associate Dean for the College of Business Administration; Michael Chung, Director of Graduate Programs, College of Business Administration. To my far right in the second row, Richard Chelsea, Chair of Marketing Department; Roger Stanton, Chair of Management and Human Resource Management Department; Terence Witkowski, Director of the International Business Program; Robert Chi, Chair, Information System Department. To my left, in the second row, Caitlin Godfrey, Outstanding Baccalaureate graduate and Dean's Medalist; John Todd, Professor of Accountancy and Most Valuable Professor for this year; Stephen Fisher, Chair of Accountancy Department; Hamdi Bilici, Chair of the Finance Department. Back row from my right to left, Andrea Taylor, Vice President for University Relations and Development; Douglas Robinson, Vice President for Student Services; Jean Cavines, Assistant Dean of Students in the College of Business Administration; Iyad Al-Jubran, President of Associated Business Students Organization Council; Kathleen Lacey, Director of the Legal Studies in Business Program and Faculty Director for UCLEA Center for Ethical Leadership. Marilyn Kigo, Dean, University College and Extension Services. Praveen Soni, Professor of Marketing and Chair of the University Academic Senate. Mary Stevens, Vice President for Administration and Finance. I would like to recognize a special individual in the audience, Nancy Foster, First Lady of the City of Long Beach. She should be somewhere here. Now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you President F. King Alexander.
Thank you, Dean Kahn. Class of 2008. Are you guys ready to graduate? Parents, family members, friends of the graduates, are you ready for the class of 2008 to graduate? Welcome to the 2008 California State University Long Beach graduation ceremony. It is indeed an honor for me to stand before you today to officially recognize this wonderful achievement and personal milestone. Ceremonies such as these began over 500 years ago to signify to the world that you've mastered an academic field of study. On this day, we celebrate together your academic mastery, and we present this important accomplishment to the state of California, our local communities, and this great nation. However, as we all understand, this achievement doesn't simply belong to the graduates sitting in front of me today. It belongs to all the family members who have sacrificed so much to see this day arrive. It belongs to all the teachers in elementary and secondary schools who have also had faith in you, that you would someday have this kind of academic success. It belongs to the citizens of the state of California for supporting, investing, and believing in you. It belongs to our great university staff who work diligently at every corner of our campus to make sure that you reach this personal milestone. It belongs to our tens of thousands of alumni and friends who have given generously their private resources because of their confidence in your ability to make the world a much better place. Graduates, I also want you to know that I believe that you have been very fortunate to have learned from and worked with some of the most distinguished teachers, scholars in higher education today. Our faculty have dedicated their lives to your educational success and the belief in your capacity to advance the social and economic well-being of all. At this time, would you please join me in acknowledging our distinguished faculty? Faculty, would you please stand to be recognized? So as you can see, this special accomplishment has truly been a team effort, but with you at the helm. You have stayed true to your dreams while also helping many of your fellow classmates stay true to theirs. In fact, this class of over 8,225 strong, the class of 2008, marks the largest graduating class in the 59-year history of Cal State Long Beach. However, do not let this fact and the number of other graduates sitting around you today dissuade you from the actual reality of this important milestone. After today, you will be among this nation's top 25th percentile in educational attainment and success. Even more importantly, however, after today, you will be among the world's top 0.5% of educational success and attainment. Always keep these facts in mind because it will remind you of your responsibility to those who will need your help to free themselves from the bonds of human ignorance and prejudice. From now on, society will look to you for your leadership and guidance in making the right social choices. Do not stray too far from these obligations because our progress will depend on your future choices and contributions. Graduates, the excitement of this day fills the air, and I'm going to ask that each of you respects your fellow classmates and their families by returning to your seats after you have crossed the stage. After all the names have been read, I will then ask you to stand, and at that time I will confer upon each of you your well-earned degree. This conferral at the end of the ceremony will make you official graduates of our great university. Enjoy your ceremony and show your Cal State Long Beach pride in everything you do, and go Beach.
It is my distinct pleasure now to introduce Karen Gould, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs.
Thank you, Dean Kahn. On behalf of the Division of Academic Affairs and our outstanding faculty and staff, I am delighted to congratulate the 1,330 graduates from the College of Business Administration who are here today. That is quite a number. Congratulations as well to the parents, family members, and loved ones who join us to celebrate this very important milestone. We appreciate the encouragement and steadfast support you have provided our graduates throughout their academic journeys with us. Graduates of 2008, in addition to your own dedication and hard work, the professors with whom you have learned and discovered so much have played a crucial role in helping you reach your goals. I hope that you will let them know how you are doing as your careers develop and as your lives take new directions. Today's CBA graduates are among the best and brightest across the state and across the nation. You can take pride in the exceptionally strong education you have received here at Cal State Long Beach. Your future employers, the state of California, and our nation are in great need of the knowledge, skills, innovative thinking, and ethical approaches you will bring to the opportunities and challenges ahead. Use the experience and perspectives gained here to make a difference in the workplace, in your local communities, and with the broader human community. Long Beach grads, we wish you success in your future endeavors and fulfillment in the life you build with others. Wherever life's paths take you, we know that you will be well prepared for the world of tomorrow, a world that you will help shape, influence, and lead. Be proud of your institution, your college, and the accomplishments that have brought you here today. Stay in touch, stay engaged, and go Beach.
As President Alexander mentioned in his welcoming remarks, congratulations are also in order today for families and friends of the graduates. For this reason, let us pause for a moment and join together in recognizing them for their contributions to the achievements we are celebrating today. Will the candidates please rise and join me in a round of applause to thank parents and grandparents, spouses, children, significant others, relatives, and friends for their support of your efforts. Graduates, please be seated. One of the traditions of the College of Business Administration at commencement is to honor a faculty member who has given distinguished service to the college by asking him or her to serve as a Grand Marshal. This year we honor Arthur Levin, who is retiring from the university after 34 years of service as a professor of legal studies in business. Professor Levin received his AB degree from Princeton University and his JD degree from Yale Law School. Recognizing a need for providing information to pre-law students, many years ago he formed a campus organization, the Law Society, and has served as his faculty advisor ever since. Obviously, there are no term limits. Professor Levin was named Professor of the Year by the Associated Students in 1977. Art created the Long Beach Economic Outlook Conference in 1988 and served as its director for 5 years. The conference still continues to be a major civic event in Long Beach. In 2002, Art received the CSULB Distinguished Faculty Teaching Award. He created the Straight Talk television show seen on cable systems in Southern California. The show regularly provides coverage of the university. His interview with President Alexander is being webcast worldwide during the university's commencement ceremonies. Professor Levine proposed the initiation of a distinguished speaker series on campus. It had its very first successful presentation in the fall of 2007. I ask that Art Levine stand and be recognized. Each year, the California State University Long Beach Alumni Association presents awards to the distinguished alumnus of the College of Business Administration. This year, we are honored to have James Eaton, the 2006 CBA Distinguished Alumnus, to present to you our distinguished alumnus of this year. Please join me in welcoming James Eaton.
Thank you, Dean Kahn. It's a special honor to be here today representing all of us who've earned degrees from Cal State Long Beach. Graduates, as you receive your degree today, you become part of a truly impressive group. The CSULB alumni family, which is now more than 235,000 strong. Every college must ultimately measure its own success by the accomplishments of its alumni. A strong university sends forth its graduates into the community with the tools higher education provides. My anticipation is that this graduating class will also go into the world offering individuals who will meet the challenges, have an influence, and make a difference. On behalf of the Cal State Long Beach Alumni Association, I congratulate you and offer our sincere best wishes for your future success. At this ceremony today, I'm honored to present the Distinguished Alumnus Award to Joseph Wong. Let me tell you a little bit about Joe. Shortly after Joe graduated in 1973 with a bachelor's degree in business administration management, he went to work for the corporate offices of Burger King with the intention of buying a franchise someday. Eventually, he bought one in Redding in Northern California, although at the time he had no idea where that was located. Today, he owns 40 restaurant franchises throughout California and Oregon. The brands, which are likely familiar to you, are Applebee's, Marie Callender's, Logan's Roadhouse, and Burger King. The four companies employ over 2,500 people with gross annual sales of $80 million. Joe's company, AB Enterprises, which includes his Applebee's Eateries, was ranked 87th out of the top 200 restaurant franchises by Restaurant Finance Monitor in 2005. In 2004, Joe was named Restaurateur of the Year. The native of Hong Kong is a board member of the Chamber of Commerce, Campfire Girls, Northern California Franchisee Association, and Tahoma County Bank. In his spare time, Joe travels, collects exotic cars, and is an avid car racer. He has more than 30 cars. That includes 4 Ferraris and 18 Porsches. I don't know about you, I just wish I had one. He races 12 to 15 times a year. Unfortunately, however, he could not be with us today due to a family obligation. However, he was kind enough to send along the following message, which I'm pleased to read to you. First of all, I'm very disappointed that I cannot be here today for the commencement ceremony because of a prior commitment on the East Coast. It is indeed an honor to be named the Distinguished Alumnus for the College of Business Administration from Cal State Long Beach. No matter what kind of job you have, your college education is your backbone. Your education opens the door for any field of profession you choose to pursue, especially those with a business school background. No matter what business you are in, somehow it will require accounting, finance, marketing, and human resources. My personal advice to you is do not go out and find a career that makes you the most money. Find something that you love to do and enjoy it. Once you have excelled in your chosen career, the money will follow. If you love your work, you will never have to work a day in your life. I would like to congratulate you all for your accomplishments and wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. You should be very proud of yourselves as a member of one of the best business schools in the United States. Please join me in a round of applause for Joe Wong.
Thank you, Jim. The graduate program in the College of Business Administration is demanding, highly selective, and highly competitive. I would like to ask Michael Chung, Director of Graduate Programs, to recognize those students who have been selected for the Graduate Dean's List of University Scholars and Artists. Michael Chung.
The Graduate Dean's List of University Scholars and Artists recognize the outstanding graduating students in the university. This honor is limited to the top 1% of the university graduate enrollment, with the following 5 individuals who are nominated for the Graduate Dean's List by the faculty of the College of Business Administration. Please stand to be recognized. Charles Brown, Irina Crossan, Jennifer Gooding, Tiffany Miranda, and Xian Ruan.
Now let us focus today on today's graduates, the outstanding individuals in whom it has been California State University Long Beach's privilege to invest. Karen Gould, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, will present the candidates for the Master of Business Administration degree.
We are indeed proud of all of our candidates for the Master of Business Administration degree. Jameson Price and Patrick Taylor will announce the names of the candidates. Professors Peter Ammerman, Josh Arnold, Judy Strauss, and John Todd will assist with the hooding. Will the first row of candidates for the Master of Business Administration degree please stand and come forward under the direction of the faculty marshals?
President Alexander, we're pleased to present to you the candidates for the Masters in Business degree. Jeremy Paul Ankalad.
Jennifer Martin Gooding.
Alan Ephraim Zacharin.
Shriran Rondos.
Tiffany Marie Miranda.
Vanessa Jean Scarbo.
James Lee.
Anastasia Colchera.
Sylvia Paulina Ballant.
Vala Shahabi.
Paul Antoine Chicheng Briet.
Natalia Staneva.
Elizabeth Gogol.
Leslie Marie Hildebrand.
Nathan James Russell.
Amelia Marie Scott.
Timothy Alexander Schott.
Sidal Otan.
Susan Wangai.
Mary Sim Fa Sang.
Mark Slaska.
Po Chu Fung.
April Renee Storms.
Gabriel Antonio Mantilla.
Eric Foster.
Mark John Brodansky.
Brian Russell Gray.
Emily Inez Dolber.
Melissa Ray Gilbert.
Min Kwang Lee.
Zehra Balkan Buryukuntra.
Daria Buyukunju.
Kathy Miller.
Anna Maria Murishan.
Robert Walter Paul.
Darren Neal Purseglove.
Sergio Lopez.
Robert Merrill Chow.
Charles Eugene Brown.
Fiat Don.
Douglas Arthur Neiman.
Robert James Godina.
Jean Marie Lofquist.
Victoria Bowie.
William Steve Pena.
Stacy Lynn Edlund.
Seth Addison Cox.
Brian Wu.
Dylan Garrison.
Xiao Yingwan.
Michiko Kondu.
Run Shao.
No, you can say it better than me. You can say this. Okay. Udara Kula Wardanwana. That hurt.
Matthew Robert Teixeira.
Stephen Huta.
Ho Chin Yang.
Joel Perez.
Elena Smirnova.
Irina Khan Crossan.
Ellen Hiroko Kumagawa.
Tamer Ibrahim.
Felipe Alexander Moscoso.
Sean Ivsevich.
Justina Heronika Stierpek.
Joseph O'Brien.
Wei Fan.
Sen Xian So. I got it right.
Laura Brown Lee.
Meng Yu Ho.
Richard Neyrai.
David Michael Lilliard.
Onur Okutan.
Tenyawat Te Vajira.
Panat Taledtong.
Christina Kripat Pong.
Tanya Rojana Premsuk.
Dines Pumpors.
Bivuti Tamrakar.
Lee Yu.
Michael Terence Pulido.
Ifanacho Akpuno.
Brian James Hurst.
Oh, you get all the easy ones. Jet Chung Wang.
Thomas Samuel Ferrick.
Xian Wok Von Lee Win.
Carl Bryant Wendt.
I'm not making these up here. Kelly Ann Garcia. Thank you, Kelly.
Sarah Boughton Adams Neely.
Will all of the candidates for the Master of Business Administration degree please stand and remain standing while the President confers the degree? President Alexander, these candidates have satisfactorily completed all of the requirements for their degree and have been approved by the faculty of the College of Business Administration to receive their Business Administration degree.
You have been recommended to me by the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. You have also been recommended to me by the Dean of Graduate Studies, and you have been recommended to me by your Dean and your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all requirements the degree of Master of Business Administration with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated.
Thank you, President Alexander. Congratulations to our new MBAs. I'll now present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration. The Bachelor of Science degree candidates will be presented by department or program. Will the first row of candidates for accountancy please stand and come forward on the direction of the faculty marshals.
Matthew Carl Waldrum.
An Gia Nguyen.
Lisa Maureen Pfister.
Myritz Magirang.
Daisy Avila.
Melissa Eileen Barnett.
Jennifer Naomi Ramos.
Chi Win.
Joanne Marie Reisner.
Reina Elizabeth Mendez.
Lee Sui.
Hong Ti Nguyen.
Jiu Yun Na.
Jovic de la Cruz Mendoza.
Areli Alvarez.
Christy Lee Genzo.
Nora Garcia.
Katrina Marie Prieto.
Robert Louis Di Crescenzo Jr.
Marbelio Villatoro.
Svetlana Condor.
Stephen Nishikawa.
Asuka Kotani.
Kensuke Watanabe.
Chisato Kamira.
Sayo Sakamoto.
Kekin Chan.
Pierre Pham.
Tam Hugh Tran.
Jamie Echon.
Hikmet Ahmed.
Trisha Huyai.
Larry Dean Dunham.
Juan Miguel Tapia.
Alice Doris Majidi.
Darren Morrow.
Christine Strong.
Kenneth Reginald Lee.
Jessica Nicole Barrett.
Heather Clayton.
Carla Irene Mora.
Leslie Lee.
Nadia Wabi Hadseed.
Amy Dirth.
Maggie Schultes.
Jane Kang.
Michael David Santos.
Peter Burton Finch.
Neil Kabahug.
Yen Win.
Linda Chong.
Miriam Jacinto.
Irma Patino.
Cindy Nguyen.
Fong Tu Do.
Tin An Ti Bui.
Wen Hai Lee.
Adama Doso.
Cheryl Kunishima.
Jane Kwan.
Claudia Mancia.
Brianne Sameh.
Lida Mov.
Melissa Panduro Quiros.
Aurora Hernandez.
Sinting Kwak.
Irene Flores.
Elba Yusef Enriquez.
True Pham.
Kyoko Sone.
Andre Crawford II.
Jungwon Kim.
Tae Wong Han.
Danny On.
Pamela Preston.
Sarah Sarmiento Samia.
Karen Guzman Galong.
John Constantine Saclolo.
Carmen Gonzalez. Susan Lee.
Judy Lee.
Lana Banag Murillo.
Christina Ramos.
Christine Wynn.
Pamela Christine Jasmine.
Angela Wong Von Koth.
Lisa Clementine Browning.
Jessica Mora.
Erin K. Popa.
Alejandrina Diaz.
Kelly Lynn Blank.
Eduardo Acebas.
Vincent Chaluli.
Kenneth Tanaka.
Ruby Pradhan.
Gurpreet Kaur.
Melinda Udani.
Danny Rodriguez.
Katie Ramirez.
Frances Vanessa Quintanilla.
Erisbeth Zavala.
Jenny Lynn Rudenza.
Gerald Lewis Nader.
Chris Frepwell.
Paul Atienza.
Nancy Wynn.
Ryan Kurth Kago.
Sarah Elizabeth Payne.
Enrique Gonzalez.
Constantino Martinez.
Petra Kess.
Duck Tai.
Viang Tong Sundara.
Duke Quach.
Kimberly Ann Horn.
Linda Fong Lee.
Vane Kim Nguyen.
Gwen Snee.
Melissa Ann Gibbon.
Esther Karina Villa.
Tulip Ethan Torn.
Benet Beswananton.
Tuan Pham.
Nam Tri Win.
Stephen Kenji Noguchi.
Salman Mohammadi.
Andrew Jong Kim.
Zaldi Damakwalangan.
Michael Richard Gilgren.
Danielle Amanda Moran.
Jessica Ann Ross.
Gina Noreen Stewart.
Taranga Chamara Wikramaharachi.
Stephen Shimir.
Lori Ann Maylove.
Amy Elizabeth Stone.
Pranav Patel.
Janelle Renee Putman.
Meharat Teklu.
Seyon Tesfaye.
Sengjun Jason Han.
Jae Jin Young.
Sean Castor.
Joseph Ted Minderhoud.
Richard Cruz Fernandez.
Mark Cabby Leones.
Karina Cartolo.
JC Danae Reber.
Courtney Noel Wilson.
Tony Lawrence Olson.
Veronica Bukeli Banuelos.
Lorena Lomelli.
Elizabeth Gonzalez.
Gilbert John Villanueva Aquino.
Preston Paul Gegenfertner.
Ni Vu Ho.
Saudi Konishi.
Chi Fang Chen.
Lena Shen.
Dylan Danusha Indrasena.
Lulu Chang.
Rebecca Lee.
Jesse Chin.
Now Tosi Ushagomi.
And Thomas Yu.
Steve, I think you are done. Department of Finance candidates.
Gina Louisa Ryan.
Ronald Seam.
Jacqueline Reyes.
Melinda Ruth Osgood.
Daniel Robert Sherman.
Arthur White.
Christopher Thomas Phelps.
Lanita Vernice Griffin.
Melissa Marie Forbes.
Lauren Jane Gatz.
Loida Naomi Perez.
Mercedes Noel Herrera.
Diane Pham.
Derek Vignovich.
Tanya Elise Lorimore.
Jason Carter.
Erin Lee Miller.
Mercedes Emoni.
John Brian Tadena Hernando.
Kevin Carr Beebe.
Brian J. Lucas.
Katrina Allen Gordon.
Matthew Garth Dill.
Kadim Wayne Nalbandi.
Maribel Sarah Chavez.
Mega Capilla.
Alcides Aruz.
Andy Trin.
Megan Rosanna Browning.
Yusuf Karim Muradian.
Taylor John Lowe.
Bradley Paul Hensel.
Brandon William O'Harrow.
Chris Von Wilpert.
John Lynn.
Jessica Tu.
Galang Tran Pham.
Elliot Jun Ho.
Angela Chow.
Laura Chu.
Daniel Ulysses Ibarra.
Griselda Sanchez.
Griselda Polido.
Wei Kenny Q.
George Villarreal Catora.
Sergio Aguimedo.
Jason Miyagi.
Hugo Vega.
Benjamin Martin Cannon Lapicus.
Thomas Springer.
Bennett Thomas Lebhurst.
Yan Zong.
Hoi E. Lin.
Matthew Amin Stia.
Pavo Yan Gizdawa.
Daniel William Geisman.
Daniel Sunggun Kim.
Thelma Brenda Miramontes.
Minhan Wen.
Samuel Vu Tron.
Carrie Ann Schmidt.
Julianne Gloria Page. Excuse me.
Sean William McCoy.
John Paul Blowers.
Tyson Wesley Gray.
Travis Michael Montalvo.
Jade Catherine Jimenez.
Hung Huang Nguyen.
Joshua Espetia.
Gregory James Pullen.
Rosanna Chun.
Oliver Tuan O. Lee.
Wei Hui Judy Huang.
Marketa Ostolodova.
Andre Plummer.
Lucille Susan Mueller.
Adam Trivison.
Christopher Gordon Reed.
Eric Mann.
Hillary Lynn Goldberg.
Borowood Sue.
Daniel Ray Manelli.
Mary Mai Win.
Lily Liu Tran.
Lauren Robert Coleman.
Ralph Cruz III.
James Doe.
Christian Manuel Nieto.
Kevin Lee Hinman.
Sean Anthony Weber.
Ingilberto Delgado.
Sebastian Andres Munoz.
Amen Naber Afandi.
Melissa Vera.
Ashley K. Reed.
Mariana Osio.
Jason Edward Zimmerman.
Akram Kawasme.
Kristen Michelle Hyatt.
Nai Liebenau.
Frederick Cody Loser.
Christopher Michael Harrington.
Sheva Hassan Zadeh.
Sheila Hassan Zadeh.
Ramon Rivera.
Vidal Santos.
Mark Abraham.
Jared John Roethlisberger.
Colin Michael Gonzalez.
Diane Lynn Kotlevsky.
Cynthia Janet Bamondi.
Lina Mohanty Chintada.
Natalie Lauren Parsons.
Neta Leah Amir.
Jesse Thomas Malkus.
Colin Punchard.
Andrew Medal.
James Merrill.
Kyle Thomas Price.
Richard Scott Tampa.
Missy Ann Ganitza.
Sakpram Siri Pidate.
Eric Pake.
Daisy Tolentino.
Jose Hernandez.
Nicholas Arnold Cesena.
Adili Jaila Bui.
Kan Kim Hun.
Orlene Marie Colomar.
Majid Mohammed Al-Ari.
Muhammad Adosari.
Abdulaziz Abdullah Al-Jaweri.
Ahmed Syed Al-Salja.
Abdullah Al-Abdi.
Joseph Eric Contant.
Shirak Sargisian.
Arthur Lusikian.
Andy Mejia.
Bradley Prusa.
Monica Solis.
Candice Marie Johnson.
Rachel Elizabeth Smith.
Joseph Eugene Meissner.
Jennifer Lynn Amsbaugh.
Catherine Macbenta Cook.
Diane Tran.
Ryan Lee Daniels.
Brittany Yvonne Slater.
Ashley Nicole Emerson.
Kevin Michael Kawai.
Summer Grace Billings.
Shannon Marie Murphy.
Shoshone Vargas Florian.
Aaron Maurice Davis.
Stephanie Michelle Leeds.
Joshua Adam Ozima.
Amnaki Fangupo.
Caitlin Tran.
Jeanette Quesada.
Afifa Alawi.
Whitney Page Radcliffe.
Claudia Goulet.
Trevor Randall Witt.
Christopher Daniel Thomas.
Simulim Sok.
Joanna Patricia Velasquez.
Cheryl Kaler.
Sinon Sao.
Navy Kam Sok.
Joshua Cameron Davis.
Michael Dennis Sherpak.
Catherine Louise Dockstad.
Kia Elise Cowhite.
Tina Pham.
Karen Lizette Vieira.
Mamosa Nguyen.
Yusofia Chim.
Daryl Richard Payne.
Brandon Kang.
Lena Chung.
Timothy James King.
Crystal Lynn Strait.
Martine Louise Hauerbach.
Ella Fuchs.
Brianne Noel Coleman.
Parisa Malas.
Maria Marsh.
Nick Scott Morad.
Hoy Tam.
Theon Mai.
Jason Thomas Remio.
Blendoke Banget Warung.
Reza Putra.
Anton Tumur.
Cecilia Wynn.
Miguel Jimenez.
Aras Yarachian.
Joanna Hashimoto.
Linda Wynn.
Satomi Yoshida.
Shanta Wee.
Tuan Pham.
Harrison Wong. Hannah Pham.
Tam Truong.
Tram Pham.
James Allen Chang.
Seth Daniel Ewan.
Miguel Ramos III.
Daniel Shadrach de Padua.
Michael Fan.
Linda Nguyen.
Tina T. Tran.
Michelle Nguyen.
Diana Nguyen.
Li Hang Chang.
Christy Ha.
Sean Quang Hua.
Kevin David Crump.
Darius Alexander Ross.
Sabrina Lynn Shaw.
Ann Makara King.
Kyoko Osoya.
Francesca Hasmin Hernandez.
Tim W. Drake.
Brianne Ray Robinson.
Jason Charles Hastings.
Manuel Cardoso.
Ivana Marcina Ufa.
Reseda Cox.
Marcelo Frazier.
Daniel Arisa.
Andrew Kenneth Ezra Bollier Bird.
Mark Anthony Lloyd.
Binyam Umbaye.
Sohib Hong.
Salvador Ureña.
Thomas John Michael Gill.
Miniello.
Alexi Tokner.
Ryan Wilson.
Sherifat Sabo.
Laura Teresa Ramirez.
Kade Tura.
Anthony Daniel Hernandez.
Jared Michael Watts.
Fong Nguyen.
Gabriela Ramirez.
Brad Hewling.
Laura Lucas.
Jesus Vargas Ayuk.
Margarita Dueños.
Cristel Josinu.
Daniel Anthony Trujillo.
Nalaka Mendes.
Mohammed Al Nasser.
Shana Lucero.
Olivia Chayodi.
Mohammed Dabiri.
Michael Ilagan Cruz Herrera.
Kevin Santos Camarce.
Alex Alfred Chuticorn.
Chris Adam Kernick.
Nick Kuczynski.
Brian Glenn Barrus.
Nicholas William Childs.
Lee Sun Ko.
Ann Wynn.
Christopher James Heavingham.
Lido Joe Flores.
Michael Joshua Mulligan.
Kiwini Faye Fontanares.
Duran Adigos Salazar.
Candidates from the Department of Information Systems. Where's the switch? Candidates from the Department of Information Systems.
Colin Alistair Young.
Jessica Lynn Leventer.
Ryan Patrick Murphy.
Nicole Pettigrew.
Kadisha Hasandada.
Charlene Michelle Risden.
Thomas Joseph Burns Jr.
Samuel Coffey.
Adam Burton Haas.
Rata July Touch.
Indira Lopez.
Maylin Beck.
Larissa Jane Hanway.
Haley Elizabeth Coes.
Nadia Young.
Kara Masedi Mafela Conley.
Selena Elizabeth McHugh.
Helen Chong Wei Chen.
Cassandra Ma.
Natalie Pacheco.
Han Naguchi Nok Mai Dang.
Wai Ting Ing.
Marcia Bernard.
Michael Huang Nguyen.
Akiro Omura.
Horacio Gutierrez.
Xi Chang.
Pedro Rocha.
Richard Kenneth Crater.
Arthur Coroglian.
Jason Matthew Arand.
Mauricio Rodriguez.
Terry Liev.
Aaron Cherise Fowler.
Young Ang Tai.
Malik Musa Somar Bayakasha.
Nicole Suzanne Murray.
Auralyn Adams Kelly.
William Thomas Perry.
Kubalai Turna.
Vibo Sar.
Ashish Daya Patsal.
Win Duk Tran.
Patrick Veneris.
Fernando Valle.
Candidates from the International Business Program.
Ingrid Paola Cruz.
Helga Moninka.
Trang Tan Young.
Christine Marie Damante.
Jesse Gutierrez.
Jan Kaur.
Lizette Luna.
Du Meng Sha.
June Kanda.
Aliana Fedorova.
Rachel Carolyn Nilo Carolino.
Ryoko Tanigaki.
Soon-hee Kim.
Marjorie Ann Sindal.
Hide Cho.
Lindsay Marie Kwan.
Efren Isaac Segura.
Kelvin Joshua Monson.
Timothy Stephen Hubbard.
Aldo Maximo Flores.
Vanessa Enrique de Ocaricia Jr.
Danielle Ashley Riley.
Aheda Christina Arguin.
Zekai Yildiz.
Amber Nicole Alviera.
Nathaniel Chermak Downs.
Robert Edward Homer.
Tomoka Sofia Oba.
Lisa Christine Martin.
Valerie Kostenko.
Kevin Eugene Costa.
Charles Todd Hutton.
Megan Trudell Stern Jacob.
Oksana Kudinova.
Nicholas John Giblin.
Babak Emoji Firuzi.
Sean Lee.
Elliot Jen Yang Fong.
Bennett Chan.
Shulin Ko.
Sergio Medol.
Kevin Tran.
Jonathan Yujay Shang.
Ruben Mark Consensio.
Cassandra Lee.
Grace Truman.
Gabriel Luke.
Crystal Dawn Matthews.
Monique Oropeza.
Wan Jun Choi.
Ricardo Gonzalez Rugamas.
Richard Contreras.
Kentaro Yoshikura.
Iris Montiel.
Glenn Friesen.
Walhan Alejandro Oval.
Emmanuel Tabatrong.
Pai Chen Lin.
Shinilai.
Fu Lak Lei.
Xia Yun Ye.
Renee Ye.
I always tell them to major in management.
Candidates from the Department of Management, Human Resource Management.
Natalie Clara Gallardi.
Craig Gilbert.
Ahmed Shami.
Michael Tai.
Daly Ol.
John Michael Chong.
Sali Kim.
Ryan William Matson.
Evan Thomas Flighter.
Jocelyn Ann Olson.
Samantha Zaccarelli.
Tae Sato.
Erica Macias.
Bonnie Michelle Stockberger.
Carrie Grace Waller.
Jessica Anderson.
Anthony Lauro.
Jessica Jean Herman.
Chelsea Ray Lindsay.
Andrea Bonney.
Nicole Dawn Callahan.
Jamie Louise Kerr.
Jane Christina Torres David.
Rachel Lynn Hodnett.
Kathy Castro.
Nidra Folter Watts.
Don Michelle Kleinfetter.
Kateri Marie Rushman.
Jessica Ruiz.
Ron Barger.
Bo Alexander Ralston.
Consuelo Morales.
Lavina Mirshandani.
Blair Ashley Carley.
DJ Alpici.
Dorilyn Flores Pascual.
Heather Christine Medlin.
Kanika Purvis.
Shantae Odina Turner.
Tao Tran.
Tina Song.
Sarandi Mayes.
Otis Hahn.
Brian Gregory Brannon.
Kevin Lee.
Randy Holdeman.
Genevieve Ann McDowell.
Carly Elizabeth Hudson.
Danielle Marie Cipineri.
Noel Mahelani Russell.
Emily Jean Sauvi.
Julio Juarez.
Kathy Wynn.
Antoine Pham.
Tang Dang.
Nasir Boudoy.
Chrissy Kim Lee.
Michelle Cabal Gimlick.
Michelle Christine Prodich.
Caitlin Janet Felix.
Jeffrey R. Smith.
Lowry Rena Wilson.
Paul Walter Price.
Van Andau.
Myra Alice.
Juan Carlos Arias.
Giovanni Fonseca.
Miguel Angel Guillen.
Casey Bednash.
Jenna Hassan.
Barbara Inderwish.
Laura Michelle Spray.
Jamal Imani Hodges.
Damon Britt.
Pamela Ann Mayhew.
Jason James Tadeo.
Janice Perez Abdad.
Fidel Navarro Jr.
Amanda Ray Loya.
Belen Vargas.
James Wiley Campbell.
Brian Paul Lutz.
Sean Lewis Momi.
Ronald Marinkovich Jr.
Celia Gonzalez.
With art history major, Zuli Perez.
Dewey Wynn. Sarah Elizabeth Plummer.
Maricela Allen.
Diane Soriano.
Annie Berlin.
Jaime Moreno.
Keith Robert Sinclair.
Norman Scott Hutton Jr.
Chris Tagoo.
Jeffrey De Pillar Pascual.
Jermaine DeCastro.
Jasmine San Juan.
Erica Houston.
Harut Yepremian.
Veronica Villarreyes.
Stephen Paul Dembski.
Ahmed Al-Khaldi.
Max Chan.
Lucy Gisa.
Natasha Marie Blanc.
Ava Janet Purisar.
Allison Tiffany Ross.
Jennifer Nicole Plato.
Megan Ann Atwood.
Eugene Michael Rogachevsky.
Deanna Yvonne Garcia.
Chris Jung-ho Kim.
Melissa Blanton.
Benjamin Purcell.
Wilgelio Roger Pena.
Tom Vanaton.
Michael Paul Minnie.
Don Bracci.
Spencer Lloyd Taylor.
James Miyasato.
Christopher Eldon Kilby.
Ashley Rose Keene.
Lacey Elizabeth McCoy.
Andres Murguia.
Monica Desiree Ruiz.
Manuel Bermudez.
Michael Andrew Robertson.
Kevin Goins.
Lorenzo Esteban Herrera.
John Patrick Nielsen.
Chelsea Angeline Stewart.
Peter Knox.
Renee Christine Rengel.
Melanie Ann Agurilla.
Ashley Mayumi Gu.
Leanne Lamb.
Tai Tran.
Mary Marcelo Swenga.
Alexander Delatorre Lingad.
Mark Anthony Flores Aureya.
Antonio Hernandez.
Brenna Elaine Hoff.
Ashley Fujiwara.
Brandy Marie Campbell.
Michelle Lynn Hogan.
Kelly Ann Van Pelt.
Bradley Curtis Reschke.
Allison Elaine Terrell.
Jung Ho Park.
Kevin Gabriel Matos.
Scott Michael Warren.
Eric Daniel Delgado.
Joshua Lee Remington Ewell.
Janine Marie Maxon.
Don Renee Denny.
Melissa Christine Scacchetti.
Brandon Christopher Godfrey.
Katie Lynn Sliwa.
Justin William Alexander.
Kathleen Jane McGugan.
Eileen Cruz.
Nicole Ann Weatherly.
Tina Wang.
Silvana Anwer Assad.
Serene Raif Daoul.
Jennifer Crystal Trejo.
Xiao Chiu Lo.
Valerie Nguyen.
Christopher Edward Calderon.
Sergio Otavio Brito.
Charles Sungjin Kim.
Claudia Lopez.
Veronica Lynn Rhodes.
Valerie Jean Rhodes.
Myra Fernandez.
Nesa Beccaria.
Veronica Leal.
Tanya Watts.
Heather Brianna Felker.
J.P. Ferguson.
Nan Barba.
Deshaun Dominique Johnson.
Christelle Rachel Tellisford.
Lanel Kenneth Walker.
Finally, candidates from the Department of Marketing.
Tivoli Swanlong Parker.
Vanessa Lynn Jurado.
April Elise Willoughby.
Megan Nicole Grove.
Reed Stephen Tomasi.
Leslie Danger Perryman.
Jennifer Louise Costanzo.
Danielle Fitzgerald.
Cheryl Lynn Gazer.
Valerie Monique Biddle.
Erin Bergoon.
Sarah Ann Sorbel.
Miriam D. Hennen.
Nicole Esquivel.
Andrea Lauren Cruz.
Naomi Rosen.
Danielle Marie Weaver.
Julianne Shundo.
Austin Mitchell.
Nicholas Kurt von Zumwalt.
Michael Hung Win.
Jacqueline Ann Tran.
Lorena Garcia.
Malika Jasmine Delaney.
Jessica Arevalo.
Stacy Marie Razovich.
Yes, Dave!
Megan Rian Smith.
Tracy Nicole Davis.
Michael John Jacinto Alvarez.
Valerie May Dumlau Nakalino.
Faye Gregorius Gloriana.
Renee Boon Chu.
Kosa Toy.
J. Kevin Legaspi Barrett.
Jimmy Elavazoe Jr.
Timothy Edward Hampton.
Seong Moon.
Alfredo Peña.
Sylvia Lorena Yoke.
Erica Michelle Whitson.
Michaela Corinne Fryer.
Stacy Howard.
Sarah Sotui.
Misbah Sattar.
Amina Mahmood.
Matthew Edward Long.
Paul Sahel Assam.
Sarah Romel Shenuda.
Sandra Romel Sanuda.
Stephanie Angelica Zahn. Sorry, Stephanie.
Sean Skaggs.
Matthew Mirador.
Alian Sir El Rakabawi.
Eric Polinick.
James Bailey.
Kate Denise Fredrickson.
Jason Michael Case.
Keith Patrick Huey.
Dewey Fan.
Eleanor Victoria Vergel de Dios.
Sandra Lynn Rodriguez.
Vanessa Polk.
Rosalba Ochoa.
Brian Michael Fonseca.
Nicole Kristen Ridley.
Brian Morales.
Aaron Jabari Smith.
Hawken Rist.
Khalifa Al-Maurar.
Robert Charles Simon Conrad.
Lorena Vega.
Gregory Stephen Goggin.
Michael Henry Hernandez.
Elizabeth Gabriela Guanuona.
Danielle Dario Yurista.
Kelly Marie Martinez.
Danielle Vu.
Linnell Moore.
Michael James Bloomfield.
Wendy Panteratana.
Haruka Miyaji.
Catherine Ami Lee.
Jasmine Banks.
Lucas Ruben Diaz.
Jeff Ryan Taylor.
Sir Philip McCauley.
Laura Christine Bender.
Allison Nicole Rusi.
Lauren Ashley Shields.
Christina Maria Panessa.
Michael Cortez.
Ryan Nakata.
Peter Douglas Baker.
Michael John Waters.
Brandy Nicole Shelton.
Jessica Lynn Watley.
Mandy Michael Klingenpeel. Close? Klingenpeel.
Christine Marie Bond.
Viet Pham.
Giorgio John Pizzanies.
Nicole Alicia Chavez.
Taps Tapia.
Christy Lee Carpenter.
Derek James McCulloch.
Edwin Bexizorix.
Lucy Ne Tovmasyan.
Robert Castrivla.
Aaron Joel Perez.
Tiffany Elaine Gorand.
Erica Shante Walters.
Leanne Marie Bering.
Scott Brighttop.
Trami Liu.
Johnny Lee Duong.
Tony Wynn.
Andrea Natalia Zagara Rose.
Dylan Paul Burke.
Rochelle Marie Seeley.
Nicole Suzanne Dulac Smith.
Michael Joseph Anapolsky.
Shannon Marie Pilatz.
Crystal Ann Shaw.
Samantha Lee Otto.
Kristen Sheridan Virgin.
Andrew Cosentine.
Donnie Paul Getz.
Brian J. Janovic.
Tamara Renee Bryant.
Marissa Jeanette Martin.
Melody Joy O'Flaherty.
Ashley Marie Clark.
Lauren Alexandra Baleen.
Victor Michael.
Myra Soto.
Lin Xin.
Shanta Lim.
Jared Miller.
Jay Rodriguez.
Ryan Christopher Barnes.
Heather Suzanne Hendley.
Christian Molina.
Mindy Lowe.
Sean Daslewski.
Kwan Kim.
Emmanuel Soriano II.
Thomas Jimbo Reed.
Simon Chan.
Chris Scott Lensane.
Mia Pham.
Thomas Leonard Peak.
Diep Do Tran.
Jennifer Joyce Santos.
Lian Sito.
Christopher Vo.
Eric Grinstead.
Christopher James Larson.
Danielle Marie Schultz.
Justin Lee Beers.
Nicholas Duong.
Esther Choi.
Tara Nicole Stevenson.
Ryan Capone.
Jess Manuel Leon.
Jader Morales.
Kara Marie Eshelman.
Amy Rose Griffin.
Leslie Jane Stanton.
Jeffrey Charles Pickens.
Joshua John Brower.
Scotty Wheeler.
Kelly Mosley.
Larissa Olenikov.
Michael Fisher.
Andrea Speck.
Jeremy Keller.
Bradley Boyle.
Ryan Matthew Redding.
Matthew Blair McGinnis.
Jennifer Leanne Cyphers.
Deanna DeLeon.
Richard Irlan Beatty.
Heather Lynn Metcalf.
Casey Pierpont Kirby.
Ton T. Nguyen.
Meredith Boyer Sablin.
Luis Natalie Clemente.
Jackie Ramirez.
Win Alexandra Haskin.
Laura Ann Bernier.
Ruby Alvarez.
Jennifer Lynn Ketchersed.
Paul Anthony Schiavone.
Crystal Lynn Vance.
Timothy Mark Mendez.
Samantha Ann Roska.
Sarah Kaylin Dirksmeyer.
Hal W. Brown.
Ryan Andrew Mamer.
Ashley Karen Leeds.
Ashley Marie Grace.
Elena Dawn Orozco.
Megan Elizabeth Yednock.
Amanda Adele Arnold.
Willem Adrianus de Ridder.
Christopher Louis Loriano.
Jonathan David Downing.
Joshua Robert Rogers.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science Administration degree please stand and remain standing while the President confers the degree. President Alexander, these candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration have satisfactorily completed all requirements for their degree and have been approved by the faculty of the College of Business Administration to receive their degrees.
You have been recommended by the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, and you have been recommended to me by your Dean and your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Graduates, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you as the newest alumni of California State University, Long Beach. As a citizen, a graduate, and now an alum of the California State University, I encourage all of you to continue to support our university and its mission. Help keep the doors of opportunity open to those students who follow in your footsteps. It's truly been an honor for me to have served as your president, and I hope you will use this education that you've received to move mountains. As Robert Kibbe, the late Chancellor of City University of New York, stated, the quality of a university is measured more by the kind of student that it turns out than the kind of student that it takes in. You now represent our university in everything you accomplish. We are all very proud of you and will continue to be among your biggest fans as you tackle a world full of opportunity and a world full of hope. Congratulations, graduates of the class of 2008, and go Beach.
Candidates, please remain standing until the platform for me has left. Thank you, President Alexander. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration of the College of Business Administration, let me extend my sincere congratulations to the graduating class of 2008. We wish you every good fortune in your future endeavors. There will be a reception in honor of the graduates, their families, and all of our guests on the terrace level of the University Student Union immediately after the recessional. The audience is asked to remain standing until the platform party has left. Let the recessional begin.